I just came back from meeting with Charles, our new financial advisor.
Good. What did you tell him?
I said we had just cashed in our 401ks and have $1 million for our retirement.
Good. What did he say?
He said he will manage that for us.
What will he do?
He will invest the money and tell us how much we can spend each year.
How will he manage the money?
He will invest it in good mutual funds, really good hedge funds and ETFs, and maybe structured products.
Which are the good mutual funds?
They are the ones that buy good stocks or bonds and don't buy bad ones.
Isn't that hard to do?
Yes, but Charles knows who can do it.
Do the mutual funds charge for doing this?
Yes. From 1 to 2% of our money every year.
Doesn't that mean that after 20 years they will have lots of our money?
Yes. But there will be more money because they will buy the good stocks and bonds.
Okay. Will Charles buy index mutual funds?
No. Because they buy both the good stocks and bonds and the bad ones too.
Okay. What are the ETFs?
They are sort of like mutual funds, but Charles can trade them every minute.
Do they buy good stocks and bonds too?
No. They allow Charles to bet on all kinds of things. He can bet on the good things and bet against the bad things.
Do the ETFs take some of our money too?
Yes. And we have to pay the Wall Street traders when Charles makes his bets. But he will only make good bets.
Okay. What are hedge funds?
They buy good stocks or bonds and bet against bad ones. That way they can make money when markets go up and when markets go down.
Isn't that hard?
Yes. But Charles knows the smart hedge fund people.
Do the smart hedge fund people take some of our money?
Yes. They take 2% every year and 20% of anything we win.
What do they take when we lose?
They take 2% of what is left every year.
Do they give back 20% of what we lose?
No.
What do they do if we lose a lot of money?
They close the fund and open a new one.
Okay. What is a structured product?
It goes up when the stock market goes up, but doesn't go down when the market goes down.
Where does Charles find these?
On Wall Street.
Where on Wall Street?
He used to get them from the Lehman Brothers, but they went bankrupt. But he knows other brothers on Wall Street.
How do the Wall Street other brothers make the structured products?
They have financial engineers make them out of derivatives.
Do you know what this means?
No.
Does Charles know what this means?
I don't think so.
Can the Wall Street other brothers go bankrupt too?
Probably not.
Why not?
Because they have better friends in Washington.
Okay. Do the Wall Street other brothers make lots of money?
Yes.
Will some of this be our money?
Probably.
Okay. Does Charles get money from the mutual funds, the ETFs, the hedge funds and Wall Street?
Yes.
Does Charles charge us too?
Of course.
What else does Charles do for us?
He tells us how much to spend each year.
Good. How much of our $1 million can we spend this year?
40,000.
Why?
Because that is 4% of our $1 million.
Okay. How about next year?
$40,000 plus a raise for inflation.
Okay. How about the next year?
$40,000 plus another raise for inflation.
And after that?
$40,000 plus raises for inflation.
But what if our investments lose money?
We still spend $40,000 plus raises for inflation.
Why?
Charles says that after markets go down they usually go back up.
And if our investments make lots of money?
We still spend $40,000 plus raises for inflation.
Why?
Charles says that after markets go up they sometimes go back down.
But if we keep spending 40,000 plus raises for inflation, couldn't we run out of money?
Charles says scientific studies show we are likely to have plenty left for the kids after we are gone.
But we don't like our kids.
Charles says he knows some good charities.
Okay. But if we can only spend 40,000 each year plus raises for inflation, so we can leave lots of money to our kids or charity, what about our plans to take a cruise to Mexico?
Charles says we should take the ferry from San Francisco to Sausalito instead.
I suppose. Can we meet with Charles next month?
No. He is taking his whole family on a long cruise to Mexico.
Oh.